scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are...
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Chance. Do come again.
This might contain useful information. It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Might you spare? Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
I have no issue falling asleep. I was a tad incautious in my travels this time. A horde of goblins got the better of me, if you can believe it.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on? I overheard... some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all
No shame. Letting down your hair now and then.
No one would bother with a wretch like me.
I don't know what to do.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate
Ah, I'll take that. We might...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir.
My prayers will surely be rewarded. A short repose between your roles of faith. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Each day is harder to bear than the last.
Oi! Who's there?
Marriage isn't what it's chalked up to be.
Got any arms for a man down on his luck?
This place offers a view of the sea.
Well, we shan't be diving in anytime soon.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
Heading home. I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Suppose I ought to be used to this by now.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
Beg pardon, sir, but have you any information about what happened here? A couple were found dead, you see. Poor Albert was stabbed from behind, and Selena, by all appearances, ended her own life after killing him. I can't fathom it. I knew the both of them, and I cannot imagine Selena doing such a thing, let alone to her dear husband. One witness claims Selena was turned away from a noble's estate shortly before the incident. But how could that possibly have led to aught so gruesome as this?
This development differs greatly from any in my recollection.
Well, well. Colour me surprised.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out.
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots. I'm bloody starving.
It strikes me that we have not visited Melve for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make, though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
It falls on me to resolve this.
I'm a goner.
The Cyclops was there!
Our foe is susceptible to lightning attacks!
was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Greetings.
No sense letting the enemy get...
This ox cart's bound for Mel. This ox cart's bound for...
We have reached our destination.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Well met. Why not buy your wares here today, sir? Leisure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
I see life as a journey, to be walked.
Some time passed. He was tall and rather handsome.
A happy man is he who laughs away his troubles.
I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
Here to ask all of me, are you?
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
E'er since the reign of Rathaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, Then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development. You'd best watch yourself. Do you know who I am?
You came still? How would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart over realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out. She chose to abandon the village for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she...
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
What am I supposed to do? Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Fields eerie with no one about.
What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey.
This ox cart's back. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain... to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
At your leisure. Our business.
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt.
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then.
We have arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. So the acting chief of Melv was blamed. However, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, she has fled somewhere outside of Deesa's reach. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So, someone saw fit to monitor you all the way over in Batal. I suppose that means you're famous, Master.
We're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to...